You are not the boss. Oh wow, you thought you were. Sit down, you absolute walnut. 60 million years ago, Colombia. A snake the size of a bus, not a short bus. A full-length yellow your kid is gone bus. We call it Titanoboa. You'd call it a reason to move to Mars. Here's the funny part. We didn't find it in a jungle. We found it in a coal mine. A coal mine that shits out 30 million tons of black lung every year. Yes, the thing that powers your vape also preserved your nightmares. Fantastic. Let's meet the hero, Fabiany Herrera, undergraduate geology. He picks up a rock, sees a leaf. Oh wow, a leaf. Except he's the first person in human history to actually look down at the ground. He shows the rock to Carlos Jaramillo, who works for an oil company. Oil. The fossil fuel industry saved paleontology. Type that sentence again slowly. Carlos calls the Smithsonian. They send Scott Wing. Scott takes a picture of something on a shelf. A petrified branch. Some geologist named Henry Garcia found it in 1990. He kept it on his desk for 13 years. Called it a branch. 13 years. A jawbone from a monster, and he said, "Nice branch. Genius move, Henry. Really top tier." Scott sends the photo to Jonathan Block. Block looks for 2 seconds. That's not a branch. That's a jawbone. First land vertebrate fossil from tropical South America, ever. So Jonathan flies to Colombia, rents a car, gets to the mine, and then nobody has the key to the display case, not the key, for the fossil that rewrites everything. You cannot write this. It's too stupid, so they break the glass. They smash it. That's science, baby. Now the snake, Titanoboa sarajonensis, 49 feet, 2,500 pounds. Imagine an anaconda that ate a cow and then got really angry. The scientists first labeled its vertebrae as prehistoric crocodile because they found bones the size of your head and thought, must be a gator. Jonathan Block later said, and I quote, "Like finding a rhino skull and discovering it belonged to a really big mouse." That's a real scientist saying that. Peer-reviewed embarrassment. You think that's bad? They found 30 of these snakes. 30. Each one at least 42 feet long. That's not a population. That's a group chat from hell, cold-blooded, needed 90-degree swamp, constantly. 60 million years ago, Colombia was a sauna full of murder ropes. Type branch if you'd have made the same mistake. Type snake food if you're honest. Heh, thought so, but wait, it gets worse. Oh, it gets so much worse. There was a crocodile. Anthracosuchus balragus. Yes, balragus. Like the fire demon from Lord of the Rings. 16 feet. 900 pounds, jaws that bite 1.5 feet into turtle shell. Jonathan Block said, and I am not making this up, awakened from deep within a mine after 60 million years. He quoted Gandalf in a scientific paper, "Run, you fools." That actually happened. And then the turtle, Puentemes mushacensis. Shell 5 feet wide. Round, flat. Why flat? 2 reasons. 1, less water resistance when swimming. 2, Titanoboa couldn't fit it in its mouth. Evolution's answer to a 50-foot snake, a dinner plate with legs. Fabiany Herrera found fields of these shells, like a Mario level, but with more screaming. The turtle won. The turtle looked at God and said, "Make me wider." Here's the real punchline. The coal mine is still open. Every year they dig 300 feet down. Every new pit, new fossils. Carlos Jaramillo said, "Every time they close a pit and open another, we find new things. Same machines that are cooking the planet. Only reason we know about the snake." That's not irony. That's a cosmic middle finger with a hard hat. 60 million years ago, meteor kills dinosaurs, tropics are a mess. What thrives? A snake, a demon crocodile, a pancake turtle. The apex predator of the post-apocalypse had no legs and a bad attitude. You think you're tough because you do CrossFit and drink raw eggs. Titanoboa would look at you and think, is that a toothpick or a snack? And here's the ultra peak. The brain breaker. We almost missed all of it if that undergraduate didn't pick up that rock, if Henry didn't put that branch on his desk, if Scott didn't send that photo. We would still think tropical South America had nothing. Zero. Nada. No 50-foot snake. No Balrog crocodile. No pancake turtle. Your entire understanding of prehistoric horror depends on a chain of accidents, incompetence, and one broken glass case. You're welcome. Final thought. And the first want you to sit with this. The Sarah John mine is not a museum. It's a crime scene. The victim is your sense of safety. You will never walk through a swamp again without hearing a hiss. You will never look at a coal plant without thinking, that used to be a snake's living room. You will never forget that a geologist looked at a giant jawbone and said, "Nice branch." Go ahead. Comment branch energy if you're still breathing. Subscribe if you want me to ruin more animals for you. And remember, 60 million years from now, some alien paleontologist will find your fossilized protein powder and think you worship chalk. I'm the Midnight Meme Historian. You're still not the apex predator. Now go break some glass.